Karuga. Qapla!
I'm going to take this opportunity, however, to suggest that we all hail Karuga. Oh, that's all I'm saying.
Forgive me, Doctor. I'm receiving a number of distress calls. I don't doubt it.
Y'all remember to get your waitresses. Have a mighty fine night.
You come in peace, surrender or be destroyed. You here to make war? We surrender. Important things are giving you peace.
When the appointed hour arrives, the Marauders will deactivate their cloaking devices and begin transporting Klingon shock troops directly to the landing zone.
Landing zone? Where? Tell me.
Why not? Your feeble weapons will be useless against us. We will kill all your males and take your females to mate with.
All right. Now the Federation's taking over, whether you like it or not. You people, you've been running this planet like a piecework factory. From now on, it's going to be under one roof. You're going to run it like a business. That means you're going to make a profit.
Look, these 3 words written larger than the rest, with a special pride never written before or since. Tall words, proudly saying, "We the people."
Hi, I'm Nicole DeBoer. I played Lieutenant Ezri Dax on DS9, and I welcome you to Bird O' Prey 5 channel. Hail Karuga.
Hello world, it's Bird O' Prey 5, Qapla, and welcome to Enterprise Wednesdays for December 21st, 2022. Today we're watching Season 1, Episode 12, Silent Enemy. And this aired originally on January 16th, 2002, the first episode after the winter break. So yeah, the episode before this was with the temporal Cold War. It was Cold Front, and then we had a few weeks off to I don't know, our first real break in the season since the series began, and we came back a few weeks later, and this was the episode we got. Silent Enemy. I forget what the A plot was so much, but I do remember the B plot. It was one of my more favorite B plots, and it was the episode where Hoshi had to find out what Malcolm's favorite food was for his birthday. I always remember that B plot being a pretty good B plot for an episode. The A plot, Silent Enemy, I think is just a random alien. I don't even think we know who they are or we see them ever again. So forgive me, I don't remember a lot. Richie Poole was first in the chat. Qapla Richie. Carlo Albanese was second and says, "Hi, hope everyone is as well as can be." Qapla Carlo. And Carlo Albanese also says, "Hoping the next warp will be the warp home," as he is taking Quantum Leap with Star Trek tropes and mixing the two. John DeMarco says, "Greetings all." Greetings, John. Mike Richards says, "Greetings from Columbus, Ohio." Greetings, Mike Richards, who also says, "Happy winter solstice." Indeed, a happy winter solstice to all. After today, the days get longer. Today is the shortest day of the year in the Northern Hemisphere. Dr. Alex says, "Greetings all." Qapla, Bird of Prey, Qapla, Dr. Alex. good to see you. Who also confirms it's all longer days from here. Absolutely. Well, until the summer solstice, which comes surprisingly early in the season. Mike Richards says Friday, 23rd, forecast for Columbus, a high of 4 degrees Fahrenheit and a low of 2 degrees. Well, at least it's above 0. Dr. Alex says, my brain keeps reading the title as silent but deadly. No. Not that kind of silent enemy. Paulo Albanese donated a £2 sterling super chat that says, I member, you member. I member, you member. Am I supposed to remember what that's from? If it's from this episode, I forgot. Sorry, Carlo. Well, I guess we'll figure it out over the next 45 minutes or so. I put a link in the chat if anybody would like to join the panel. It's pinned. The link is pinned to the top of the chat. Feel free to join. Yvette, the lovely Yvette says, good evening, Bird and everyone. Qapla, Yvette, good to see you. John Araki says, hashtag ignore Kronos. He forgot Mamo Prey's birthday, for shame. I can assure you that Kronos apologized and is on Mamo Prey's good side. There is no animosity, Mamo Prey. Mamo Prey has nothing but good things to say about Kronos. And Kronos does not have to be worried about Uncle Paulie coming for him. Carlo Albanese says, cool ads. Yeah, if you got an ad this time, I apologize. I did turn on for this stream skippable video ad at the beginning, just as a test to see if YouTube, what's it called? If YouTube plays the video or gives preferential treatment to the video because it has an ad. As you guys may or may not know, I had purposely turned off pre-roll, pre-video ads because I figured, what the hell's the point? It's not like I make any money on it. Like on the video, like it would normally do, I'd be lucky to literally get 2 cents, maybe 3 cents over the course of a video. So I was like, well, that's not worth it to even put an ad in such a video. However, it seems like there is the possibility that YouTube doesn't promote videos that don't have ads because, well, if there's no ads, they don't get to make money either. So why should they promote such videos? I see the logic. I don't like it, but I could see the logic. So we are going to test ads for today and possibly Sunday for a couple of weeks. Although this Sunday I'm skipping Twilight Zone Sunday because it's Christmas Day. So we will come back to it on New Year's Day. But for today and next time, and probably next Sunday, I'm going to put on the pre-roll ad just to see if YouTube sends some extra traffic this way or not. We'll see what happens. Moxley fan says, Qapla Bird, hope you and the family are doing well today. Hope you are doing well today, Moxley. LDG says, this one is not bad. Oh, thank you. Moxley says, we the people. Absolutely. Carlo Albanese also says, we the people demand entertainment. Silent hunter. No, silent enemy. John Araki says, Bird loves Enterprise Wednesdays. Best sleep he gets all week. No. No, I get more sleep on Truth Be Told on Twilight Zone Sunday. Carlos's hashtag waiting all winter for you. Substance D says Qapla substance D. And here's where Carlo put in the super chat. Kronos says Qapla dork Opre 5 and weirdos Opre. What? Kronos, I was nice to you. Kronos says member berries. Carlo Albanese says South Park member berries. I know what member berries are. Oh, those are member berries. Saying I remember, you remember. Is this a member berry episode? If so, it went over my head. John Araki with $1 super chat. Thank you so much, John Araki. And Kronos says South Park is funny. I agree. Carlo Albanese says, I actually don't remember this episode from the title. Yeah, neither did I. Kronos says, I forgot Mamo for his birthday. 'Tis true. John Araki says, for shame. And Kronos claims he was spanked appropriately. Carlo Albanese says, Yvette, hope you can see the improvement in the shot. Kronos says, every day is happy unbirthday to someone. That's true. Kronos says, hey, Carlo, without the S. Hey, Carlos, without the S. I was saying Carlo today correctly. Carlo Albanese says, remember to bring your Kronos to meet a new alien race. Kronos says, Bird of Prey is Vulcan now. I'm my own alien, says Kronos. Carlos says it's logical. Kronos says Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. Keely Chow says, hey, everybody, what's going on? Qapla Keely. Carlo Albanese says spam, 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 spam. Yes, it's that Sunday. Keely Chow says, hey to Kronos. Kronos says, it's been a long road. Getting bird from there to here. Carlo Albanese, question mark, says, I use the hashtag. I remember. You remember hashtags? I remember. Kronos says, I don't know what hashtag means yet. Did I actually type that? Yes. Yes, you did. John Araki puts in hashtag steal birds garbage. Carlo Albanese says, you speak about me. No. I didn't yet. Kronos says, I don't need no whale probing, and I can't wait for the day when bird eats the spam, says Kronos. You're going to be waiting a while, Kronos. You're going to be waiting a while. Okay, guys, so if you're new here or you just forgot, if you want to watch today's episode with us, you've got to be here live to watch. If you're not here live, if you're catching this later, you can watch by streaming from Paramount Plus or streaming from a different service that has it. Or if you have your own DVD or Blu-ray of Enterprise, then you can get that set up. It is, again, Season 1, Episode 12, Silent Enemy. If you are watching live with us now, you can head to the Bird of Prey 5 screening room at birdofprey5.com/SR, the address that's above the view screen on YouTube. And you can watch it on another browser tab or in a separate browser. If you're on a mobile device, use a separate device. And yeah, you can watch. If you don't have that, you just want to watch on YouTube, then you'll get a screenshot every 10 seconds or so on the view screen. So, John Araki says, when is Bird going to play Choo Choo Charles? Choo Choo Charles? Not Choo Choo Charlie was an engineer. Mamo Prey is singing a song I've never heard of. All Mama Prey remembers is Choo Choo Charlie was an engineer. A Good and Plenty song?
Yeah.
Never heard of it.
The candy.
The candy Good and Plenty?
It was pink and white with
Pink and white with licorice? I have no idea. I've heard of Good and Plenty. I've not heard of the song. Kronos likes this episode. Kronos approved. Kronos says, so Mama Prey is playing poker? Question mark. I can hear Mama Prey. Yes, Kronos, I suppose she is.
Why do you think did they give me cursing?
I don't know if they heard you cursing, but maybe he can see you in the game. John Aragi says Choo Choo Charles is a video game. Okay.
Charles.
Yes, Choo Choo Charles. So not one I've heard of. Not one I've heard of.
Charlie.
Mama Prey's heard of Choo Choo Charlie, the song. Okay. So we're at the screening room. We will count down and I will hit play, and Kronos taking a line from Ralph Wiggum from The Simpsons on Valentine's Day says, I choose you, which was, of course, the Valentine's Day card that Lisa gave to Ralph because she felt bad for him. And then it blew back in her face. Let's see. Teaches the lesson: never feel bad for somebody. It will only cause you both grief. Yeah. John Araki says Biden chooses stutters. Kronos says poor Ralph. And Kronos says, I'm a journalist, in Ralph Wiggum's voice. Yes, Ralph Wiggum, my cat's breath smells like cat food. Okay. Simpsons did it, says Carlo. I bet my Wookiee, says Kronos. All great Simpsons quotes. Okay. Where is Bird's mask, says John Araki. I am mask free today. So I don't have
Carlo is there.
so I don't have the camera on. Yes, Carlo Albanese is here. Mama Prey says very nice decorations, Carlo. Karoga masks, says John Araki. Add them to the store. Sure. I didn't know that there were any masks. In fact, I thought there was a Karoga mask. Actually, now that you bring it up, I thought I put the Karogan flag on a mask. Carlo Albanese says thanks to Mama Prey and gives a hug. And Kronos says, do Karogan orphan miners get masks? If they want some, they can get a mask. They can get a mask. I'm not opposed. Not opposed. Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have liftoff. And the Enterprise drops a satellite called Echo 2. Echo 2 is away. It's made contact with Echo 1. Jonathan Archer wants to know how long before we get subspace online. Hoshi wants to do some tests. She says, so maybe an hour. Kronos says, Echo 1 to Bird of Prey. What a benevolent dictator, says Mike Richards. Carlo Albanese says, oh, I remember. Echo 2 to Red. The PAL doesn't recognize the configuration of the ship, so he hails them. No answer. I'm Jonathan Archer. We're on a mission of exploration from the planet Earth. The channel's open. Nobody's responding. Do you need assistance? Oh, I thought you'd never ask. No, nobody answers. If you don't want to talk, that's fine, but you dropped in on us. And the ship is like, you're right. I'll get the hell out of here. Bruno says, Red 5, standing by. John Aragis' question of the day from Mamo Prey. Tree topper of choice. Angel, star, or Santa hat. I'll have to ask her when she comes back in. I can tell you that I would guess Santa hat, because that's what we've been using the last few years. Okay, it's been a long road getting from there to here. Note it just says Enterprise. Our time is finally near. Uh-oh. The National Weather Service. And my Alexa's blinking too. Alexa, play notification.
From Amazon. The U.S. National Weather Service has issued a wind advisory.
A wind advisory.
22nd, 10 p.m. EST until December 23rd, 10 p.m.
Until 10 p.m. on the 23rd. 10 p.m. on the 22nd till 10 p.m. on the 23rd. It's quite a while from now. I'm not going to sing it. John Aragi says, birds got faith in Alexa, never going to let him down. No. Bruno says, I have faith in the bird. And Carlos says, they lost faith when they add Star Trek to Enterprise. True, they did. So there's no inhabited systems nearby. Oshi says maybe they got our signal, but it made no sense to them. Topal says not every species has motives that can be understood in human terms. Yeah, he seems to have given up on it. Says calibrate the subspace amplifier. These people at home want to talk to him. It's a little after 9 at night. He wants to break in the new amplifier. They called Malcolm's parents. His birthday in a couple of days. September 2nd. I haven't seen his son on his birthday in many years. What are Malcolm's duties? He was an ordnance officer. The Reeds have been Navy men for generations. The ocean's not big enough for him. How many Navy people they still have on Earth? Like in the water? He doesn't. He's never told his parents what his favorite food was. He always just eats what's put in front of him, says the dad. At least they wished him a safe journey. Not like, a quick death for you, Captain. Like, wait, what? Kronos asked me if I got whale probed yet. No, Kronos. No whale probing here. We don't know that much about Malcolm. He could be an undercover sleeper agent. Maybe you better kill him now. Chrono says, okay, well, Chrono says, Malcolm is a dink. Carlos says, now more with Beagle. Carlos says, read alert. That is a great, but not this episode. Chrono says, so beagly. Carlos says, oh no, the enemy has silenced bird. Chrono says, bird is sweepies. And T'Pol is easy on the eyes. Seriously, is bird asleep? Seriously, I'm not yet. Carlo Albanese says, host is just easy. That is true. Hoshi is just easy. And Chrono says, never mind. Chrono says Hoshi is cunningly good at linguistics. That seems fair. Wax on, wax off, says Kronos. Carlo Albanese says, soon Carlo and Kronos will merge into the station. I thought you were saying we're going to merge into an Instaban, but that didn't make any sense either. Wow, a shiny Enterprise, says Kronos. Oh, she's trying to get it out of him. Like, aren't you getting tired of having to eat whatever cook serves? And Kronos. Malcolm's like, no, he's pretty qualified. He's really good at his job. Kronos says, dang nerds. Mr. Lindell says, Malcolm is so introverted. Mike Richards says, greetings to John. Yeah, I'm quiet, like with Matthew. There's no one else up here watching the episode and not talking too much. And you've not gone deaf. Also, I'm a bit tired. Captain Fandom Nerd says greetings. John DeMarcos is polarizing the whole place. Means we have to call out the shielded percentages without using the sword windows. Chrono says, I like shields. It makes me go. With Matthew says, that's a relief. I was checking my audio settings, thinking I was messing things up again. No, life with Matthew. Not your problems. It's mine. So Enterprise has never heard of an alien race like this. Stability prevails, and the main things, still too much money. So you're gonna just keep an eye on it. And he's like, oh, you can't go to war over it. Says captain shouldn't be talking. I'm not asleep, Captain. Not asleep yet. Truly, it is the most diverse crew ever created. I'm not sleeping, Kronos. Mike Richards' bird was a great Starfleet engineer until the Delta radiation got him. That's what got Captain Pike. Kronos' DePaul has sexy ears. Beep, beep. Dang gamma quadrant radiation, says Kronos low. They're preparing their first test. Fingers are crossed. Arming weapons. Phase cannons 1 and 2. Kronos says, build a better gun. And then pew pew. John DeMarco says, does it have to be completely lifeless? And Kronos says, I could use a shave. Love Apple. Love OPL. And then just hashtag lol. Kronos says, was Khan on that moon? And Kronos says, it was that moment he realized he'd effed up. Now you just can't leave. Kronos says, 'tis a good quote. He's eaten a lot of eggs. You're a good Kurogan. Oh, she says breaking a Vulcan encryption code would be easier than this. Kronos' Archer is pissed. Hoshi likes slugs. Carlos is hail Kuroga. Kronos is it's dying like Saltistan. He already breached it, says LDG. John DeMarcos is so much for doctor-patient confidentiality. I know. Doesn't exist. Doesn't exist on Denobula, I guess. Everybody's somebody's wife or husband, so it's only natural you give out medical information to whoever asks. And Kronos is hey to LDG, aka Pickles. The unknown aliens are closing from astern. Guess who's back? Guess who's coming to dinner? Oh, now they're being hailed. Using their same words. You are defenseless. Both cannons fire. You're right, this was not the Federation, John. Genuine overload blew up something the size of Mount McKinley. The plasma recall knocked out 2 decks. Yeah, he can overload them again. All that extra energy gotta go somewhere. And polarize the energy plating. The grav plating. Understand the risks. Dun 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 dun. Fire. Your shields are failing. blew out the plasma relays on B deck, but they're okay. The cannons held up well. Cronus, can torpedoes change sex? Transphobic torpedoes. No. No. No need to go back to Jupiter Station now. So there's one good thing about coming back this far. They can drop another subspace amplifier because, of course, the other one got blown up. Resume our previous course. Let us not investigate at all who it was that we attacked and blew up. We'll just let them be and never ever revisit them again. Like, what's the point? No, a subspace is not a pineapple. Kronos. Permission granted to sleep in. She has that component he asked for. Hey, it's a cake. Happy birthday, Malcolm. Says you shouldn't have gone through any trouble. There's no trouble at all. The honor is his. Hey, there's still some birthday traditions alive and well in the 22nd century. He cuts a little corner of cake off, uses his finger, and it's pineapple, his favorite. How on earth did you know? We're not honor. Says we have sources, says Hoshi. Yeah, that doctor telling everybody secrets. Corona says, wow, what a shock. Can I eat a pineapple off of Hoshi? Maybe if you ask nicely, Kronos. Maybe if you ask nicely. Mike Richards is antimatter cake. But the cake, it's over? The episode's over already? I really must have fallen asleep. John DeVargo says, with mint frosting. I only remember about 7 or 8 minutes. Oh, man. I'll have to rewatch it. I'll have to rewatch it later. Wharf like that. Seemed short, says Carlo. It did. It did seem short. Worf likes that, says Kronos. Oh God, I am so sorry, guys. I've been having increased anxiety lately, so I've had to increase my Xanax, which then makes me sleepy. Although it's either get sleepy or shake and fall into a panic attack. So I'll take the sleepiness over panic attack any day. What's bad is when I get both. Kronos says, don't worry. John DeMarco says, time flies when you're having a nap. It does. In rating out of 10, how do you rate your sleep? This was a good sleep. I'd give it a solid 9. Yeah, Kronos, sweepies. You called it. You called it, Kronos. I didn't want to admit it. John Dorms was sorry to hear that, Bird. Don't worry, John, in the scheme of things. Carlo Albanese says, dude, we're here with you. Thank you, Carlo. Unfortunately, I've tried to stream and it doesn't help. It doesn't help the anxiety build up. I've called friends. It doesn't really help. I've called Sisopray. It doesn't really help. Mamopray talk to my physical therapist. Nothing. I don't think it's a mental thing. I think my anxiety is a physical reaction to a gastrointestinal issue I have at times. And yeah, I don't think there's anything, I don't think it's related to personally how I feel emotionally to a point. Although there are definitely loud noises and songs and situations that can trigger it. But I think for the most part, once it's started, it just has to run its course. No, it's nobody specific causing it. Trust me. If it was, I would tell you. Let's see who this is. Let me. Hello?
Someone trying to reach me.
No.
Not from this number.
Anyway,
What are you a doctor of?
Yeah.
It's a Blasio.
I know, I heard him. A very similar last name. So yeah, I got calls today that kept coming in from a different doctor, supposedly a doctor's office. But when I Googled the number, it didn't exist. So I suspect it was a fake number. But it was a fax machine. And I called 3 or 4 times in the span of 20 minutes. So I had to go ahead and just block the number, which you can do with my Verizon Fios. You can just log onto the website and block a number if they're calling you too much. So I did that and they stopped calling. But now somebody called me seeing if I was trying to get a hold of them, which means somebody is using my number as a fake number when they call somebody else. It's happened before. You get somebody angry, they call me, like, you keep calling me, stop calling me. Or you called my number. And I'm like, no, I didn't call your number. Like, you're on my caller ID, you had to. I'm like, no, people fake caller ID numbers all the time. It doesn't mean I called you. I understand you're upset. Happens to me. Calm down. And then usually they get more angry. I sort of hang up on them. No, Kronos, actually, I might need more snuggle buddies. But Kronos says AOC has a nice booty. I'm not disagreeing. Carlo Albanese says we have to get a game of space engineers going. You'll forget about everything else. Maybe, Carlo. So I honestly, the anxiety began when I was playing Space Engineers for the first time all those many years ago. Kronos could use one. Everybody could use a nice snuggle buddy. John Araki says, try watching something slow and boring to cure your anxiety, like a salty stream. It doesn't work like that, John Araki. I tried boring streams. I've tried non-boring streams. I've tried good music, slow music. music I really enjoy. I don't think there's if there was any way to stop it that wasn't physical, I think I would have found it by now. Mike Richards' bird needs a better brand of space weed. Now, I don't do the weed. And honestly, I think even if I did, I think it would make it worse. John Araki says, just the facts, man. Haha. Kronos says, I duck, go. Well, that's good, Kronos. That's not bad. Kronos says, it's a trap. John Araki says, it's the International Water Commission in Springfield. Kronos says, her brain, however, meaning AOC. Carlos says, damn Turdistanes. Or salty stannies, says Kronos. Carl Albanese says, you should watch the old Berto Prey stream. That helps take away my pain. Captain Phantom Nerds Bird, I wish I could find a snuggle buddy, but such is life. Yeah. Such is life. Kronos says, can I get physical with a snuggle buddy? If you ask them, Kronos, a snuggle buddy is not a professional cuddler. That you're not allowed to get. Well, you can get physical with. It just depends on what type of physical. There are lines. You can rub their back and give them a massage. John Araki says, have you ever tried another COVID booster? Maybe that would cure the anxiety. Maybe. Kronos says life is annoying. Carlo puts in the bird of prey, mama prey, sisso prey, nephew of prey, sassy emojis, and a hug. Thank you, Carlo. Kronos says I'm too cheap. Captain Phantom Nerd says hi to Carlo, who says hugs to anyone that needs one. Thank you, Carlo. John DeMarco says the line must be drawn here, this far and no further. Absolutely. I don't know what line, but the line. Kronos says, vertebrae, what can I get for $5? You get a slap in the face, Kronos, if you're lucky. Probably not by the woman, but by the pimp or manager. Mike Richards says, bird loves poker and emoji. That's true. Captain Phantom Nerd says, you are cheap to Kronos. And Kronos knows he is. John Araki says, perhaps Elon Musk's Neuralink will help Bird take his mind off his troubles. Maybe it would. Carlo Albanese says, I'm so glad I had the chance to catch this stream. I miss the old days of the soup brew bird days. Soup brew? Oh, the Captain Trek, then Captain Trek, now Captain Fandom Nerds, morning brew. Kronos is slappy, sounds kinky. John Araki says Hunter Biden open lines would surely help. Now with 20% less FBI interference. Kronos says end the FBI. Rest in peace, Fox and Scully. John Araki missed the bird songs. Yeah, well, I was thinking this next bed life, being it's going to be Christmas time, we could do some Christmas songs if anyone's interested. Carlo Albanese says Insomniac Soup Morning Brew. Yes, Carlo. I miss them too. Captain Phantom Nerds is Bird of Prey. Do you want to join me on Morning Brew, 10 a.m. your time? If it's tomorrow, that might work. I should be good tomorrow morning. I don't believe I have anything going on until physical therapy at 4 in the afternoon, but we are supposed to have a pretty decent storm tomorrow, so who knows? But I should be around. Carlos is Earl Grey. Carlos says it's beginning to look a lot like bird mist everywhere you go. And John Araki says, have you tried picking fights with fans and blocking them? Makes me feel great. I have not. And Carlos says he hopes he can be there. I do too, Carlos. I do too. Anyway, guys, thank you all for coming to hang out today. Next week will be Dear Doctor, Enterprise. That's season 1, episode 13. And it's where Dr. Phlox receives a letter from the interspecies medical exchange counterpart who is serving a term on Denobula. He begins to compose a letter back with his takes in the ways humans are different. And the Enterprise arrives at the Valican homeworld, which I believe is a pre-warp civilization. Anyway, they're debating whether to provide the Valicans with warp drive, and ultimately against it. That's where Dr. Phlox may or may not commit genocide. It was a very interesting episode, if I recall. Certainly more interesting than this episode, in my opinion. John Rice is a Christmas stream. Everybody's trying to stream on Christmas. John, I don't know. Well, it's I don't know. What we're not going to have on Sunday, which is Christmas Day. We are not going to have Twilight Zone this Sunday. We are skipping Twilight Zone. We will have it New Year's Day the following week. I may or may not stream on Sunday. We'll see. A lot of people like to stream on Christmas. I'd just be happy just to be on someone else's stream and not, but we'll see how it works out. I'm not gonna say it's not gonna happen. We'll just see how the day goes. Keep an eye out on Twitter or however you have to watch. That's where I will post, any updates or whatever. I will generally post it on Twitter as to what I'm doing. Carl Albanese praised the soup. Enjoy a good brew, and as always, hail Kuroga. Thank you. Kronos, I don't want to know what you were rubbing on your nipples. John Araki says 6, Sassy's barking. 5 golden Jalojas. I've got to find the song. And Kronos has never Jaloja'd on camera or mic. And that's good. You should not do that. John Araki says New Year's Day is my birthday. Oh, well. Happy early birthday, John Araki. January 1st.
Second person.
The second person Mama Frey knows with that birthday. Chrono says Sunday. And Carlos says, but on Sunday, Birdo Pray 5 might eat the out-of-date spam Mama Pray saved for us. Wouldn't it be something to eat the out-of-date spam on Christmas Sunday? Mama Pray doesn't think so. It would be a wonderful Christmas gift. Aged spam is tasty, tells Kronos. And John Araki says, we need to be able to wish Mama Pray a Merry Christmas. And Kronos says, yay, Mama Pray, because he hears you in the back.
I'm decorating.
She's decorating for Christmas. Anyway, guys, thank you all. What's this? What is this? Oh, it was 4 hours ago. Thank you. Somebody tweeted me to enjoy the family time. I will. Qapla All, bird out.